Greetings everyone, Ishenbart here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and my word. The last couple of stages have been absolutely brutal. Well, the snow speeder stage was absolutely brutal. Then we had some problems in the astrofield, but now we are on to Dagobah. And this one isn't as bad, even if Dagobah is just out here trying to constantly murder you. That's what I wanted. So, in Dagobah, you will get your force powers, but in order to get your force powers, you need to find them, and they are kind of like hidden. You just have to kind of swing your lightsaber around, and you'll find things. Now, the one I picked up was elevation, which is one of the most useful force powers, particularly. I think there's some blaster power up, excellent, and got some force, excellent. But yeah, so we're just going to get through this stage. These stages... Oh, there's R2. These stages aren't too bad. It's the boss. The boss is hell. But we've got 3 stages here. The first 2 aren't so bad, and then we get a really difficult boss fight. R2, there you are. Are you alright? Next time you be more careful. Now all we have to do is find this Yoda. But we now have elevation, and what I can do with elevation, when I remember what button I need to press for it. Oh wait, yeah, I hold up, and I can just. It's a levitation ability. It's super useful because it saves you from death pits, and that thing just refuses to die, and we can just sort of skip large chunks of levels. Now, admittedly, nice as that is, after this stage we've only got like a handful of Luke stages to go, so actually, oh my word, I've actually taken way too much damage. Let's just keep going on the top here. We've got to be careful because some of the enemies here... Oh, there's Yoda. Oh, thank God. Excellent. Now we're in the last part of the Dagobah. You wish to become a Jedi? I have trained Jedi for 800 years. I've got a master. Become a Jedi takes the deepest commitment, patience, and the most serious mind. A Jedi's strength flows from the Force. Feel it you must. Life creates it and makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. You must feel the Force around you, everywhere. Do or do not. Jumping in and out of an attempted voice there. Right, so we select elevation. Now, what we're going to do very quickly is I'm just going to drop down here because I think, yeah, there's a blaster power up there. Nice, because providing that I clear this stage. So if we come up here, we're going to get all of our force powers basically. I will double check that I've got them all. So we've got elevation, saber control, saber deflect, invisible, and heal. There is, I'm pretty sure there's a couple more. There's anti-motion, and I think I just got freeze as well. Invisible, heal, mind control, elevation, slow down. No, I haven't picked up freeze. That's not helpful. Freeze is a really useful force power, as you can imagine. So I'm a little bit annoyed now. I'm missing a force power. And I'm just going to have to live with it, I feel. So I'm going to come back up here. And we're going to just sort of elevate our way across here. Now, if I hit this right, I should pick up like... There we go. A whole load of power-ups. If we continued lower down, we would hit like an auto-scrolling sort of section, and I kind of want to avoid that. I don't want to be doing the auto-scroller because it's just annoying. So we're going to just be here. I missed out on that thermal detonator, that would have been helpful. So these weird like grain things, we're just gonna like fight our way through them. There's elevation again, so we can get more force powers along here, which is nice. That is, in fact, actually, I want to try and. I think I've killed them all. At least tell me I have. But we're gonna grab heal. Cold freeze, that was it. The cold freeze is great because it will basically freeze enemies on the screen, allowing us to kill them relatively easily. And that's kind of what we want. We want that super easy, like, against the stormtroopers, really helpful. But I think, I just want to go back this way a little bit because I think there's like some extra lives we can get. About, are they around here? No. I think I've gone past them. I do want that help. It's going to be super useful. And again, what I kind of mentioned about the enemies respawning, we kind of do want to try and take out as many... Actually, no, I think the life is here. There we go. Extra life, blaster power-ups. Oh, look at that. You can get a decent amount of extra lives on this stage. Where are we in terms of our blood? Oh, plasma, nice. Well, that plasma's going to be terribly useful because, I mean, I could possibly use it on the boss, but the boss is more designed for you to use your saber. I'm just going to take out a bunch of these fish, just so they don't sort of bother me during the boss fight. I'm hoping... I'm using up a lot of my force here, which I don't really want to be doing. I'm going to need that for the boss. And here we are at the boss. This boss is a pain. In fact, actually, I wonder if plasma will be effective. No, it's not. Because of the way this boss moves, it's not particularly useful. So what you're looking to do is you've got to destroy all... There are 5 points on its body that we're trying to destroy. And the best way to do that is, you know, we just sort of do our super jump at him. And then once all these points have been destroyed, that's when his health will start decreasing. Yeah, it's a pain because it's a frustratingly tanky boss. And it is an interesting glitch where he will spawn without... Oh, I'm just going to spam my heal. The more you use it, the less it heals, until obviously your bar is empty. It's just... But I'm hoping... They're good. There we go. Okay. So what we can do now, if we really wanted to, we could drop down below. And actually dropping down below is not a bad idea, because then I can kind of... Even though his hitbox does extend below into the water level, I mean, where he can hit you himself, it does extend below, and actually might work better for me. I can't seem to... Oh, you can see that this. You can already see this was a terrible mistake. Oh no! No, not the worms! Oh my word! Yep. This boss is the hardest in the game. Now, here's the thing. We're now back at the start of this level. So let's... Oh, but I at least keep all my force powers. That's nice. That's actually very polite. It just means I can kind of focus more on doing this. So I can kind of, again, if I fly along here, there's a certain point that we hit. bit around here, isn't it? Yeah. There's like there's 2 lives here. Then we start getting these enemies. Well, hopefully, yeah, here we go. Oh, we'll land here, and then we're just gonna kill as many of these things as we can. Basically, kill them until they stop spawning. And once you've killed them until they stop spawning, then at least you're not dealing with them when you're dealing with the other things. The reason why also I was trying to take out the fish, you might be thinking, well, why do I need to take out the fish? It's because they will jump up at you whilst you're fighting the boss. Again, everything in this game is out to make your life so much harder. But anything I can do to make it easier for myself, I'm going to do it. Now, am I at Seeker? I'm at Flame. Okay. Don't use up your force power, Luke. There we go. We want Seeker, because what I can do is I can sort of position myself sort of here, aim myself down, and just use my blaster to sort of blast things. Obviously, we don't have to do this. I'm doing this just as a matter to kind of keep myself protected. We're standing on this one because the fish can't jump up and actually hit me. They're just going to sort of fly up down below and fail to get to me, which is fine. That's what we want. And once they stop spawning, then we'll head over to the boss, which I can't remember. Its name is Dagobah backwards, so it's like Dagobah, so it's Habogad, I think. It's ridiculous. But yeah. So we'll head over, we will start fighting. Let's just switch my force to heal. Force heal is just the most useful force power in this game. What do the other force powers do? I might as well cover a little bit about what they do, just so you've got some context. Obviously, we mentioned freeze. Basically, freezes enemies on screen, means you can one-hit kill those enemies. Really useful against stormtroopers. But so is mind control. Mind control basically causes any enemies to face the other way when you're fighting them. When you're near them, they'll face the other way. So those grenade-throwing stormtroopers, they'll, yeah, nice and easy quick kill. But you can also just freeze them for a quick kill. So you know it's saber throw. Basically, well, saber control. You basically throw your lightsaber. It's kind of like, you know, Darth Vader does it in Return of the Jedi. He throws his lightsaber up at Luke, and it's pretty much just like that. You control your lightsaber as it flies around. Pretty useful in places. Invisible, basically, yeah. Invisible is a bit of a obviously it kind of gives you a sense of invisibility, but also makes you invincible, basically immune to damage. In fact, I'm going to see if I can. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do. This is what I wanted to try and do the previous time, but what you got to be careful is when he's sort of lower down, his mouth still, the hitbox for his mouth can still get you. And as long as you don't go too far below the bottom of the screen, I think as long as your knees don't hit the bottom of the screen, you'll be fine. But we're good. It actually seems to take more damage when you attack them from lower down. How it feels. Anyway, hardest boss in the entire set of games, in my opinion. Just difficult. Man, I thought you knew this, Lando. That was a long time ago. I'm sure he's forgotten by now. Oh, and you'll notice that one of those things didn't was already preloaded in, and that's because this drops. But oh crud, this stage is quite challenging in It's because it's a long stage, and we're going to get introduced to a bunch of new enemies. Obviously, we've got these weird little grenade throwing things. A pain in the butt, but the platforming is a little bit challenging. Not terribly so. But obviously, because Han is a wanted criminal, and if people remember the film, Vader has hired a whole bunch of bounty hunters to try and get you. And this is where we start fighting bounty hunters, as well as other, just everything else. And this is a stage where, honestly, you're going to spend a lot of your time taking it really slowly. This is probably one of the longest stages in the game, and the game just constantly throws enemies at you. That's one of the bounty hunters. Yeah. Not just bounty hunters, it's also robots. The whole of Cloud City is out to get you, basically. But yeah, we're sort of low on health at the moment, so we're going to just sort of farm a couple of pickups off these guys that come out the doors. They will also drop health swords, so you can theoretically farm yourself up to like max health. I won't. Not intentionally anyway. If it happens, it happens. Chances are I'm still going to die anyway. This is why oh my god. Oh my god, I am so dead, aren't I? Oh my god! Let's just roll! No! God damn! Okay, you, enemy, when you come out, you're dead. And we have to farm life. I can't believe this. This is a nuisance. We're quite lucky that in this game, an extra life was awarded. Nice. We're quite lucky that in this game in particular, I'll grab the shield and we're going to press forward. Try to aggressively press forward when I have the opportunity to. What? Okay. Rude. Oh my word, that's not particularly good. We will hit a checkpoint at some point, but I'm not quite sure when. There's also stormtroopers. The stormtroopers are quite weak, so nice and easy to take down. Now this lift actually doesn't, you can't move this lift if there's an enemy spawned at the door, which is a little bit annoying. Uh-oh. Oh god, I forgot about you, Bosk. Yeah, let's just try and run past all you guys, because you are one of the worst enemies to deal with. Oh yes, okay. You know what? Let's just try to. It's actually really useful. Yeah. And then you do all of that, and then there's one of those guys just waiting for you there. Absolute sod. Oh my word, I am just so ridiculously low on health. Maybe if the enemies would stop. Oh! Maybe if the enemies would stop spawning the way they have been, I'll be actually alright. There we go. The worst bit was, I was hoping this part was going to take me like 3 episodes, but it's probably going to take me 4 at this point. 2 hours on Empire Strikes Back, that makes sense. It really does. But we are just going to sort of sit here for a while, get some health. Because running around at about half health is not particular. Well, it's not how I want to be. Yeah, these weird little insecty dudes. Alright. And is that guy Dengar? I want to say? I can't remember his name. Oh, yeah, let's not deal with him. And we're also going to drop down here. There's a reason why we're dropping down here. Unlike, there we go. 2 extra lives, a bunch of health swords. Brilliant. And actually, on our way back up, there is another extra life we can get. If I remember correctly, it's like... I'm pretty sure there was another extra life around there somewhere, but... Let me just double check. No, you're right, it's fine. But you know, there's chance for basically infinite life. Well, it's a good spot to farm lives because if we die, we'll literally spawn like basically just before that section. I'm not even gonna like stain that enemy back there with my presence, because I'd rather just press on and. Hey, see you guys again. You're the absolute worst. Bane of my life, those guys. Yeah, can you... How about you don't? How about you stop? Just for a moment. And I'm already low on health again. Okay, we've got a shield. Let's... Now... Oh! We'll use the shield to try and... Yeah, if I'm gonna be clever, I'll use the shield to kind of like brute force my way through, but no, apparently not. Yeah, we're just back here farming away. The worst bit is, we have to kind of dupe the spawn, I think. Yeah, we kind of get into the spawn, and we jump. And this is this is what I meant with the jumping. If you get pushed off an edge, you can't use your super jump to then recover. You have to be jumping in order to super jump. Oh, there's IG88. He's ridiculously bulky. Oh. Come on, just... This way. I'm gonna be patient this time. Lack of patience is definitely what... Lack of patience will definitely kill you in this game. More than anything else. I was like, I'm not gonna open the door, you're shooting at it. Oh, you... This thing's sword, aren't you? Yeah, so we are gonna, I think... No, I think we'll be alright to press forward. No, I do think around here is actually right near the end of the level. Which is not good. If be told, yeah, I think this is... Yeah, this is. You notice the screen is kind of locked behind me. So we're going to just farm up some health. Annoyingly, you can't seem to take out that, like... Yeah, I can try to. No, you can't. It's really annoying because it makes this area like sort of getting your life back. Ideally, what we really want is we want thermal detonator. Because again, this is another boss that if you have a thermal detonator, it basically makes it like really easy. I do get. I also just want to be able to get as much health back as possible. No, point multiplier is not going to help me here, game. No. Okay. Go for 2 more kills, I think. So 1 more, and then we'll go for the boss. Oh, thermal detonator. Brilliant. Right, let's just roll our way over. And there's Lando. Oh, Lando, yeah, crazy old. I can't remember the line now. Ah, something's wrong here. No one has seen or knows anything about C-3PO. He's been gone too long. He probably got lost, Leia. Come on, Chewie, let's go find him. So this is like one of 2 levels where you get to play as Chewbacca. And you'll notice he's got a bar there which says spin. And he double lariats, and it's amazing. He doesn't actually have more base health. That's really frustrating. Because this stage is super frustrating, actually. But playing as Chewbacca, it's not that bad because his double lariat ability basically makes him immune to damage. And he does contact damage to things. And I'm gonna die. This stupid little... Can't believe it. Can't believe it killed me. I should have just pressed on. Oh well, we've got a checkpoint here, that's nice. But yeah, much like the previous game, we do... Whenever we play as Chewbacca or Han, we always start with the upgraded blaster. So we don't start with the basic blaster, we start with flame. Oh, okay, I can be frozen during my spin. That's rude. Oh. I'm being impatient. That's sort of my problem here. I did say it's the impatience that kills you in this game. Oh, nice. Oh. Doesn't actually seem to restore as much health as I thought it would. Right. Right, to rush our way past those. Nice. The other problem I feel with this game in particular is, I mean, a lot of these levels, they fit... There's obviously stuff going on in the levels in terms of like the verticality and whatnot, but it never feels like you're sort of... It feels like you're looping areas. It doesn't feel like you're actually like... Oh, no. Never mind. It never feels like you're progressing like through lots of different unique areas. A lot of areas feel like they just repeat. Got ridiculous total amount of health, but no actual health. Which, you know, doesn't actually help me in the slightest. Oh no! Oh, I think there's a platform that comes along here. Yeah, there it is. Looking turret there is waiting for me. Of course there is. Hang on a minute. Where am I? How far back am I? I'm quite far back. Oh no, wait, hang on a minute. Chewie does... Weird. It seems like dying reset my health to a much higher amount than what I had when I first started this level. Interesting choice. Well, I'm going the right way though, because I was a little disorientated. And here I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to get to the Chewbacca stages, and this is going to be super easy because of Chewbacca's basic invincibility attack. And I'm proving that to be a total lie. Some of the jumps are a bit frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Because like those like turret-y things, because you can only get them when they're open, the actual window to attack them is so small. So hence why I didn't really want one of those guys to spawn. Two of them! No! Even worse. Those enemies, I don't really understand how they work, if you will. Okay, here we go. Pick up you. Into the damaging floor. Love it. I don't remember the stage being this hard. Now I'm just having my butt constantly kicked. It's... You know what? No. I will thermal detonate you. Yeah, I want to try and stop those like weird orb things from spawning. If I can prevent it, if they don't spawn, then at least I can kind of get by really easily. So even if I'm detonate, it doesn't destroy like these like turrets in the walls and things. When they're closed, it's just a pain. No, I didn't want you to do that. I didn't want you to do that, but I'm hoping... No, never mind. I was really hoping because it had gone off screen, it was going to despawn, but we managed to get rid of them with minimal pain. Like how I started this and it was all going so well, like so smooth, and then we got to that one hop stage and just everything fell apart. And crashing down like the house of cards, yeah, the house of cards that it was. Hey, rapid ion. I mean, that's actually not that useful. Dare I say? Beaker is actually probably much more useful, and that's... Probably why I remember this level not being as difficult, because I think there's a lot more hidden things. Like if I'm right, there's some health here at some point. There it is. Yeah, because I'm pretty much at full health. Nope. Okay, the boss. This is another weird boss. But it's also one of those bosses that's what makes this boss really frustrating is you've just got so much stuff to deal with. You've got the falling platforms, you've got it shooting like there's balls at you which you can't really track when they're off screen. Okay, I've destroyed one of the turrets, or like one of the things that drops those balls, so that's good. Actually, I don't think it hurts you via contact, so... Except it kind of does. That's annoying. Oh, never mind. Can hurt you for contact. So now we are just before the boss, but what we are going to do is we're going to go back. Because I want to get the Seeker. The Seeker will actually be like super useful here. Because then I'm just then I can just focus on firing, and I will do damage. I'll basically be constantly doing some kind of damage to the boss, and I can quite easily get myself back to full health. Because we've got the other heart that's up here. Yeah, we'll end things after this stage, and then I'm going to have to see if I can do the last bunch of stages. There it is. Nothing else for me to collect, is there? I don't think so. No! This isn't so bad now, and because I got Seeker, it will at least lock on to the points of the boss that I need to damage. You can see I'm actually doing a lot better with Seeker than I was again when I had the Rapid Eye on. Go do another loop of it. Yeah, now I'm starting to damage it. A lot of the bosses in this game, they do have like this weird like hard point system where you've got to destroy the hard points before you can actually sort of start damaging the boss. And if that wasn't bad enough, you need to make a couple more jumps before the end. You better believe I've died at that point as well. It happens. Right. Oh my word. Right. So we've got the next stage, which we'll tackle next time. Oh my word. Carbonite Freezing Chamber. This one's a little bit frustrating. Nowhere near as long as the other Cloud City level, and the next couple of levels I don't think are as long. I think we should be alright, though the final boss is an absolute pain just because he takes so many hits to take down. But anyway, after all said and done, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. There'll be links to my socials in the description below, and I look forward to seeing you when I next do. So yes, thanks for joining me on this episode of Super Empire Strikes Back. Hopefully we've only got one more part to do, because then that'll mean that I've got to then rush out Return of the Jedi. That one should only take me about an hour, I think, because it's not as long. It's not as long, and it's not as difficult in places. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, you can click on me right there, voice over there. there are other videos that you can watch, and I look forward to seeing you when I next do.